in this video we are going to see whether a given number is an ugly number or not. So first of all, see what is an ugly number. Consider this number 100. It is having only prime factors at 2255. And by definition, ugly number is a number which is having only prime factors as 235. So here let us see that. Suppose this number is 100 and here we have started from 2. If you reduce this 100 by 2, you will get 50. Now again, this 50 is divisible, so we will keep on doing this. It will become 25. Now this 25 is divisible by 5, so here it becomes 5, and finally this 5 is divisible, and the resultant value here, which is 1, and it means 100 got reduced to 1, and that's why this 100 is an ugly number, because it is having only prime factors as 2, 3 and 5. So now we are going to define this class. Just to start implementing this one. So here, so first of all, import this package util so that we can use a scanner class, and this body is defined, and here this is ugly. So here I'm just writing n is equals to n. So one thing I will tell you later on. So here it is this one, and now this function reduce we have to define, and this function is ugly. So children, here after that main method will come, and here in this main method define the scanner class, and in this scanner class, using this scanner class, just enter the number, which is this, and here we have entered this number. Now define this object, and here passing this number n, and here boolean f is obj dot is ugly if f the number is ugly number, and else the number is not ugly. The number is not ugly number. Now children, here what to do, here within this function I am just going to define a variable which will hold a copy of this instance variable, and by definition we know that it is having only prime factors as 2, 3 and 5. So here first of all I'm just going to call this reduce function, and checking the possibility of 2 as a prime factor here, and then I'm just calling the same function, just passing this 3 with the reduced 1 value, with the reduced value of copy actually, and finally here calling this function again with this value 5, and finally if copy is 1, the number is said to be ugly. So here this function actually returns true or false at the end. Here this expression is responsible in case if the value is 1, the function will return true, and in case if the value is not 1, the function will return false. And now here this function reduce. The purpose of reduce function is reduce the variable a with b. So here while this a is divisible by b, a is equals to a upon b, and here finally the function is going to return the value a. So this we will see, but before we want to execute this, reached end of the file. Yes, see what is happening. This is the function. Okay, So here we need to close the class. And now suppose we are passing 100, here the number is ugly, and here if we are passing 80, the number is ugly. Okay, now we are going to see this. Just children, suppose we have passed the value 100 here. So if we are passing 100 in this constructor here, so what will happen, this n will receive 100, and here we are making the duplicate copy of this. So first of all, we are passing 100 comma 2. We are passing 100 comma 2. This is receiving 100 comma 2, 100 comma 2, and what happens, this is 100 and this is 2. First of all, it becomes 50. So since this 100 is divisible, so this a becomes 50, and this 50 is again divisible by 2, so it becomes 25. And further, this 25 is not divisible by 2, so what will happen, this while loop will terminate and this function returns 25. So first of all, when we are calling this function by passing 100 comma 2, the function is returning 25 and this copy will receive 25. And now after that, what happens, here within this we are passing, in the second step we are passing 25 comma 3. So this function is receiving 25 comma 3, and see what happens, this 25 is not divisible by 3. So what will happen, nothing will happen, this 25 value will be returned as it is. So here we will be receiving 25 here in the second step, and the final step we are passing 25 comma 5, 25 comma 5. Now you see here 5 and here it is 5, and still this loop will go. So 5 and here it is 1. So finally the number got reduced to 1. See what happens when third time we are passing this 25 comma 5. What is happening, this function is receiving 25 comma 5. This function is receiving 25 comma 5, and this 25 mod 5 will happen. This is divisible, so this a becomes 5, and next time this 5 is again divisible by 5. This value, this a will become 1, this a will become 1, and then loop will terminate, this 1 value will be returned, this copy will receive 1, and since this copy is 1, the function is going to return true. This is how 100 is an ugly number. In a similar way, we just go through one more example. Children, suppose we are passing 80, what happens? So initially we are passing 80 comma 2, and here you see that it is 2, it is 40, it is 2, and it is 20, it is 2, and it is 10, it is 2, and it is 5. So first of all, when we passed 80 comma 2 here, the function here is going to return 5, because till this a is divisible by b, this process will continue, and finally a became 5, and further 5 is not divisible by 2. The loop terminated and the function is returning 5. So first of all, this is receiving 5 here. Next time 5 comma 3, nothing will happen, and this copy will receive again 5, and this time this 5 comma 5, definitely something will happen, and then the returned value is 1. Since copy is 1, the number 80 is also an ugly number. So this is what all about ugly number. So I hope you have understood this concept. and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.